or like the pre-game as well.
Yeah.
Who's you?
Well, none of the
John,
Alliance
John.
pre-game went to the game.
Oh,
So basically, we only had a minute and a half to think of a vote, and everyone was scrambling. And then it was just last second. Our side said Amy, and their side said John, and they had one more person than us. So
dang. So you were in the minority split?
yeah, I was really unlucky, and I found 2 advantages, and I couldn't even find them.
Oh, well, that's so. You found the hint, but you weren't able to dig them up.
Yeah, no.
Dang, that sucks.
I was gonna say,
I hate
I was
that.
gonna say, John, also, like, you were in an interesting position, like, pregame, because, we had the tribe swap before, and it was so the main numbers on your side were at least between, like, you and then Isabel. Um, did you, like, think that that was gonna be coming? Like, do you have any thought process behind that sort of move? Like, do you think that it maybe was, like, strategic, or, like, how did you kind of, like, feel knowing that sort of, like, was the lay?
I honestly don't think it was strategic. They just went for someone that people would want to vote, and they went for me. But then Isabel said my name like almost day 1 or like day 2. So she was getting messy early, doing everything early, and that turned everyone off. She's playing way too hard, way too early. So I was able to convince people to. She's playing hard right now, and we need to get them out, and that's why we got Isabel
Can I
out.
add on to that?
Yeah, for sure.
Pre-game, it was, and I know like some people are gonna deny this. It was me, Trix, and Jake running the entire thing. We were directing where people were voting. We were directing if we were figuring out who was allied with who, and we wanted people to vote for John so that it looked like we had the votes split. However, we wanted Isabel out because Isabel, like I've mentioned this to you before, you are a very fast player and sometimes very unorganized. The reason we wanted you out initially was because us as like we're very dominant players. We didn't want you as like a swing in some way to like mess up our flow. So we did want to keep John in because John, you're a very well-rounded player, and like you are predictable in a sense as well. But however, that's the reason that like wanted that elimination game to go the way that it did.
Anybody else want to? Actually, let's just have like a little segment for pre-game. Everybody say like your opinion about the pre-game, like what happened.
Yeah, especially like with that vote too. I'd be intrigued.
We'll start with Dino.
Oh my god, the pregame made me want to fucking kill myself. I was so stressed out. I need a fucking pack of menthols. I felt like everyone fucking hated me. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was scared. I wrote "fuck you" on my parchment. Someone got mad at me. I outlasted them though. Type shit. Hero things. But it was fun. I hated it, but it was kind of fun.
Okay, did you already say all you wanted from pregame?
Okay, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry about that. Well, pregame, I was kind of like, I was like not like threatened at all because I was dominating pregame. However, like I did want it to go exactly the way that I wanted it to, and I was like stressing because I was super busy that week and I like could not manage. Like I know I left like a lot of people undelivered or like on red like most of the time, so I'm sorry about that if like you're here. Like I literally think I left like the majority of people. Like I did not answer you guys, but that's all I have to say.
Okay, Ducky.
Okay, actually, I was really involved in my pregame in almost everything that happened in our tribe. Our tribe was really messy since the first day. There were people throwing rumors that Cheese wanted to come for Molly, and Cheese started to be in our bigger target since the beginning. Also, Dino wasn't speaking to anyone in our tribe. You know that, Capri.
Oh, you're speaking to me.
Yeah, I'm talking to everyone that was in our tribe. Dino was not speaking to anyone. Like he was speaking to.
Yeah, I could see that. He was very dry when he spoke with me.
Yeah,
but that's just 'cause he's like a dry typer.
So Dino was like he was going to be the
I'm
first
a
boot.
bad texter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was going to be the first boot, but I didn't want to Dino to be the first boot. So because Dino, I mean, maybe this is a hot take, but Dino is maybe he's a wild card because he can flip in any time, but you know how he plays. You know that you can predict him, so you can use him. So I think it was such a dumb idea to come for someone that we
Dino, your
know
camera's on.
how
That's
their
good.
Spider-Man's Dino.
gameplay is. So
Why is Dino?
so when Dino was started to be like, I started to talk to everyone to know if anyone wanted to vote for any other person, and when the days went going, Lols started to being so messy. He started to throw my name under the bus, saying that I was spreading some lies or anything.
And me.
Also about cheese, he was
Yeah.
spreading lies about cheese. He was spreading lies about Dino. He was spreading lies about a lot of people, and I have screenshots.
Wait,
People
like LOL?
send me
Lolo said
send me
like his goal
screenshot.
this time around was to play like a lot more messier, just
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
to
LOL
house
was
money,
so
Play
unnecessarily
with the house money
messy.
Yeah.
since he already won.
Like, you can expect me like to play Messi, but this season I didn't play Messi at all. So I was feeling like really thrown under the bus by Lowe's because I was actually giving him a chance to work with me, or giving him a chance to work. We work together, but he threw that under the bus because he didn't want to work with me, anyways. So Lowe's was voted out because of that. Okay. So I mean, Laws being voted out was not like a blind side or something. That was like what Laws did to himself. And Laws was being voted out like in any scenario in our tribal because Lee threw her vote like self voting. But if we would have revote, Lee was voting Laws out again. So I think it was pretty clear that Laws was going to go home. But yes, the pre-game was really messy, especially in our tribe. Like really messy. Like a lot of rumors, lies, a lot. And
I
I think
loved it.
everyone can confirm that.
Your Cheese? Your
What?
opinion on pregame?
Why?
Okay, you don't have any, or
Just skip me. I don't got nothing to say.
okay. Joey.
Yes. My opinion. Well, I think the spectators know I was going through something. I was honestly going crazy. I don't know
Oh.
why. I was a little schizophrenic. It's because our tribe. I don't know if it was just a me thing, but like nobody was talking to me, and I was so terrified because people were saying Isabel's name because Isabel was talking to too many people too quickly, and so I didn't want to do that. But then I wanted it. It was a mess. I think so. I don't know. It was a mess. Not really like a mess. It was more of just like I didn't know what was happening because there was no mess. If that makes sense. Like I just.
Isabel, do you want to type your opinion? Oh.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Isabel's typing.
Well, can I add something?
Oh yeah, you can.
I think everyone can agree. The people that were voted out, this is no shade to Isabel that is here. I know for a fact that she was voted out because she was playing too hard, and Love was also voted out because he was playing too hard. So the people that were doing the most in their tribes, I think they were voted out. I think it was
I would say Corinne was playing really hard pre-game, I'm not gonna lie.
No, but Love was playing even more harder because
Yeah,
he was
that's true.
playing lies. He
Lowell
was
was
doing a
playing
lot
so
of things.
messy.
Yeah, and he was talking to everyone, and
That's why I didn't want to
talking
get rid of him because he would have been a great shield. He's a winner and he's playing messy.
Can I ask
I mean-
though? I guess for really fast for those of you that were like on the Greek tribe originally and voted out Lols, did you think that there was like a possibility that Lols getting voted out could mean that he would be put with the other winners as well, or was that not a factor when it came to it?
Nah.
Actually, we didn't want Lost in our tribe. Even if he was like
Yeah,
a
we did.
combeast,
I voted Ben, so.
even if he was like a combeast, like I'm doing my fingers, like he's not a combeast. He does good in some comps, that's all. But I think the reason that we voted out Lost is because we didn't want him in our tribe because we couldn't stand him because he was playing so hard. He was playing so messy that to the point that almost no one wanted him in our tribe.
Oh my god.
And that's the reason. That's why he was voted out pretty much too.
Wait, can I add on to that? The reason
Yeah.
that Isabel was voted so early is because she was playing too hard. She was literally messaging every single person on our tribe, and everybody knew it. So, like, I totally know. Like, we had similar like stories.
So like the main consensus that I'm kind of getting is that like Lols and Isabel at least were voted out both tribes because they were playing hard really fast and people saw that as
Yes.
kind of an
Yeah.
opportunity. Okay.
Also, there is a difference because I was in my case, I was also speaking to everyone, but I was not speaking about game. Like I was speaking only about, hey, we can work together. I don't know if you want. I was not speaking about the game. Like, what are we gonna do? I was like trying to speak and build trust. But I think the people that play hard were the people that were actually talking about game. People that were actually trying to speak about game. What do you think about this person, this other person going into the game? Who are we gonna vote when we go? And I think looking so forward into the game, that's how I see when someone is playing so hard. Like Corinne, also I think she was playing a little bit hard because she was asking me, hey, who are we gonna vote? Who do you wanna vote? And she was asking me that, and I was like, girl, I'm not gonna
She literally
say
made a final
anything.
3 with me and Lols, and then immediately said, "Oh, Capri, everybody's voting out Lols. That final 3's fake. That final 3's fake." I'm like, "Oh my god, you
Yeah,
turned on Lols
Corinne
so
had
quick."
literally in the alliance of like everybody, bro. Like
I know,
Yeah,
and I knew that
that
because
much. She had
Lols was literally always telling me something differently, and I like just did not trust Corinne at all.
Yeah.
Also, I wanna add, you'll remember that my application got a leak. That the person that leaked my application was Corinne.
Oh.
and
Yeah,
Corinne
because one of her
sent
she has like 2 million ultimates.
yeah, Corinne sent my application to Lols. And imagine the point that I was like, Corinne was telling me that in my DMs, and I was like, Corinne, it's okay. I don't mind, for real. I don't really care because it was before the sequester, so I don't really care. It's okay. So I don't know. I think it was so funny because Corinne was really scared, and she was also playing a little bit hard, but she's a weird.
Okay, Atomics, you're the only person I haven't got to. Do you have any
Hey,
Okay.
Atomics.
Okay. I think my pre-merge was a hot fucking mess. I was trying to speak to like everyone and kind of gauge the vibe of people, if that makes sense. Hold on,
yeah.
2 seconds.
Okay. Now we can go on. Since Amy and
Thomas
Joey
was,
were
like, testing
eliminated in
waters
the
with, like everyone on the tribe, like he was DMing everyone, like, "Hey, you want to work with me?" Like, you know, he was testing the waters with everyone. You know, and I think it paid off.
Yeah. Okay, next eliminate. It was a double elimination when Joey went out. Amy's not here, so Joey, give us your point of view of your elimination.
Hi, Joey.
So I think it was very obvious that John and Amy were going to be the first 2 voted out. And after that, it was kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I think I just went to the wrong people, to like the wrong group of people, and I think I just heard the wrong names. And I don't know. I feel like Kay would know more about my elimination than I would know.
Yeah, adding on to that, I didn't vote correctly for the first 4 tribals, I think, that I went to tribal for. And so that probably means that I was on. Hold on, give me 1 second. Wait, actually, so that probably means that I was on, Joey, your side of the tribals, or on like in the votes, like I was on your section of it. And I think that like there's a universal stigma when it comes to voting certain people out. So I think that some people are scared to go out for more like units and like very dominant players, especially in the beginning. And I think that it just became like somebody threw a name out. Unfortunately, it was Chris Joey, and I didn't even vote you. I don't recall.
I think if I remember correctly, the people it was I got votes, Goku got votes, and Soup got votes. And I first heard Soup from Emmy, and then I talked to Lols about it after the whole thing happened, and Lols was like, "Oh yeah, we were gonna flip it to Goku, but you just weren't there to hear Goku's name, so that's why I ended up voting for Soup." Um, and I think that I don't know. What else? I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? But yeah, I think if I would have heard Goku's name, I probably would have voted for Goku, and I think that would have forced a tie. No, I don't think that
Yeah.
would have forced a tie.
It was so that final vote was a 5 to 4 to 3
Oh.
on that one.
Would have
So
forced a tie.
I
Damn
was
it.
gonna ask though, I think because Joey, you were, I believe, the only one subjected to the double tribal from the wheel. Um, how did you feel like that twist like played out? Like, if you think that like the twist wouldn't have had a double, do you think that you would have gone further, or do you think that like maybe it would have been the same result?
Well, that's a good question because if it wasn't a double, would there have been a swap next round?
That's true.
That's a fair
So
point.
I think it would be a swap because I think they had the swap plan like second, like third for sure.
Because like my thing is that maybe if I did have a second round to go to the right people, like stick with like the Lowell side of the people and Jake and Kay and all that people, and I probably could have because of how the votes went. But I think once I saw it was a double, I just felt like deep down in the pits of my heart, like something's gonna go wrong. Something did go wrong.
If it was
And
a tribe swap, I would have definitely wanted to work with you, Joey. Because like that conversation we had pregame, like I was like, I really hope I could like we could ally.
Oh
I
my
like
god.
tribe swaps. Like they're so
So great to
overused now.
hear, but all I had to hear was Goku's name. I didn't hear Goku's name. Oh my god. See, what sucks is I don't even I love Goku, but we weren't really working together, so I probably would have still voted him out. But that's my one regret, not going to Lols in that moment. In those like 5 seconds I had.
Yeah.
I think that if that wasn't a double, I definitely could have had a chance to go farther than I did. Tribe swap or not. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's really fair. Yeah, I mean, thanks for the insight. Obviously, I think from spectator, I mean, John was obviously like a really hard one for us to kind of like grasp a hold of because we did not really think that was gonna come, and it was a very big shock. And I think personally, Joey's was also like very sad, obviously, to see, given seeing, kind of like your confessionals, and it was something that like it did make at least me very upset.
Yeah, I was going crazy. And it was only because I didn't have school for those 2 days, and so I was like staying up like late at night, being like, no one's talking to me. What am I doing wrong? Like I was actually going crazy. Like I probably should never do these games ever again because it does something to me. Also, being secluded, not knowing what's happening was definitely not a good factor to it. But I was I was going through something. It was something.
You make a
Yeah.
good point about that because like so many people were busy and so many people were not busy. Like Emmy didn't have school that entire week. I don't think and you just mentioned you didn't, but like I was so busy that week. I know that Trix was so busy that week and Jake. Like, we were all just talking about like how we can't keep up. So that was I think that you mentioned like a good point with like the pregame.
Yeah, like my sequester didn't even work for like the first day. So like I couldn't see anything. Like I literally was just like locked up in silence.
Yeah, my bad for technical difficulties, guys. Like,
So like I was like, oh, the sequester means like we literally just cannot talk for the rest of the game until the game starts. Like I was literally
It was a sequester, not solitary confinement, bro.
Right.
Like and I literally sent a message and then it would disappear like 5 minutes later. I was like, oh my god, where are they going? Okay. Next, since Ben and Mordecai are both not here, does anybody have anything to add onto elimination, or should we just skip it?
Well,
I
was gonna say I actually do have something because I wanted to bring in Ducky for this one, because Ducky, you and Lols both played idols during
Okay, I need to go
Mordecai's
pee.
elimination. And I am just really intrigued as to kind of like what that thought process was, because otherwise that would have been tied between you, Lols, and Mordecai. Like, did you
Okay,
know that it was gonna happen? Like, what was kind of going through your head?
so we were winning every competition, our original tribe. Then a
Hmm.
tribe swap happened, and I was like locked with some people that I really didn't want them there. So I was like, okay, I need to look in. I know I have Dino because my social game in this season was amazing, especially pre-game. Like I really make people to trust me like a lot. Like Corinne was every decision on every rumor that Corinne was hearing, she was going with me to tell me. And I was actually building that. And I also was building everything with Dino there. Dino was also in the Mordecai vote. Um so that
I was
vote
there.
yeah, that vote, I'm gonna give the whole credit to Corinne.
Okay.
Okay, because in that vote, I was not throwing Lo's name. Actually, when everyone was there, I was guys. Let's vote Mordecai because Mordecai was with Los, and I thought that Los could play an idol because, like, is what I know. It's Los. Los always has an idol or something, and he don't have the numbers. I knew I had them, so I told them, "Hey, we could do Mordecai. Let's do Mordecai." And Jem and Corinne and Dine, I think, and me, all of us heard Mordecai. But then the group of Chris, Mordecai, and Los came to us to to separate us, and I was with Chris, and I asked him, Chris, hey, I know we haven't talked too much. I really want to work with you. I have tell you every single time that I really want to work with you. Please vote with me, and I promise you that I'm not gonna go against you. Okay, so I was with him and Mordecai says, I mean, hey, who could we vote? We should vote Lowe's. And I was like, okay, are you sure that Lowe's is a vote? Okay, so I threw Mordecai in Lo's name, but Corinne also in that camp tribe, she spoke to Los because Corinne was really close to Los. In fact, Los saw that Corinne didn't vote him out in the pregame. He thought that Corinne stayed loyal to him, which she didn't because Corinne sent me a screenshot of her vote, so I know she did vote for Los. Uh, so Lowe's was selling all this information to Corinne that he probably had an idol and that the vote was me. So in that vote, Corinne decided to prioritize me because I was I was really loyal to Corinne, and actually I had like Corinne in the palm of my hand. So in that vote, Corinne plays the idol. I didn't know I was the vote because we didn't have the time to talk about it. But Corinne plays the idol on me because we were allies, and she knew I was the other vote, and she knew because Los had an idol, and since I didn't have the time to talk to Corinne and say that Los was the other vote, she voted Mordecai, and I think she voted Mordecai with Gem. And I think that's what
Yawn.
happened. Yeah, and Dino threw his vote to to Chris, and then Chris came to me. Dino voted for me, and I was like, "Why Dino would vote for you? That doesn't make sense." And Dino, 2 seconds after, goes with me and tells me I voted for Chris, and I was like, "Oh." And that's what happened in our first rival. So I give all the credit to Corinne, and that's what happened. At least with Mordecai vote.
Okay. Does anyone want to add anything onto Ben's vote out? If not, we can just skip him since
The
he's not
Seoul
here.
Egypt vote.
Yep.
No,
I know I was between Isabel and Ben, but like Ben was like
Yes.
just started absolutely lying for no reason, like so obviously lying. So we all just voted him out.
Yeah, I heard Ben's name from a couple different people, and going into the game, I was gonna try to work with Ben as best as I possibly could have, but I didn't really have time
Ben's
to
impossible to
speak to
work with.
Ben.
No shade.
Yeah, from when I played like Outlast games with Ben, certain times Ben is really confusing, I will say. But
Ben playing
yeah,
Outlaster reminds me of Isabel playing Outlaster.
crazy.
Ben and Isabel going at it though, like Isabel was just
Yeah.
like in proximity chat spamming Ben's name, and then like whenever I went to Ben's like he's Isabel saying your name, your name, your name when I already knew that was a lie because Isabel was only saying Ben's name. Okay, moving on to Goku's vote. Does anybody have anything to add about that?
I'm the
Yeah,
only
I think
one.
I do.
Okay,
Oh.
go on.
I think that Goku. I don't know if I was on his tribe, but I remember it being like, or I don't remember what. I think I just remember him being really sad at the end of it, and I think he was really betrayed. And
Yeah, because that one was kind of intense. I
No,
can comment a little bit because that one was
Goku
a
was pissed, bruh. You keep
yeah,
he was
cheese
pissed,
over
and I
me.
feel like I was like,
You pick cheese over me.
because that was a 3 to 2 to 2 to 1.
The guy. Why would you keep
Like
the
it
guy
was
who had bad internet?
if
I
there
feel
was one
bad.
less vote on Goku and it would have moved, it would have been a 4-way tie. Um,
Oh my
but it
god.
was like 3 to 2 to 2 to 1. But Goku was
Dang.
mad. I remember that.
Yeah, that's all I
I
remember.
understand
I
what
didn't want to
saying, bruh.
give
I understand what
justice to
saying.
him.
Oh, I love that crash out on me. And then, like, when I got eliminated, he was right there and he started clocking me. He said my nachos that I got them from the trash. And, like, I got so heartbroken.
Yo.
Speaking of
Not
cheese,
your
let's talk about your
nachos.
vote out.
Yeah, I
Oh,
would love
yeah.
to talk about cheeses. Yes, please.
So, beforehand, before the game started, my brothers went to the fair. And then I remembered, oh my God, I love fair nachos because they have cheese in the nachos and stuff. So, yeah. I don't like going to the fair because like now the fair is really bad and stuff. Like it's cold, you get like the flu and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't go to the fair. I can't get sick. So yeah, like then okay, yeah. Me and Leah were at the bottom and stuff, so I knew, oh my god, they're gonna vote for one of us. And like I thought, hey, wait, no. Then I got my nachos. Yeah, my brother came to the room, gave me my nachos, and I started eating them. But then I realized my hands were covered in cheese. How am I gonna play this game with cheese covered hands? So I just like started like saying like vote for me. Because how am I gonna play Tylaster and eat nachos at the same time? I had to choose one and I chose the nachos. So it was like the best decision of my life because like I had some good ass nachos for like 2 minutes. It was perfect. But no, the
I
actual
love
reason I quit it was because I kept on getting muted and I kept having bad Wi-Fi, and I thought like, oh my god, Leah just has a much better chance than me to win and stuff. So I need to make sure she can survive that vote. So yeah, that's why.
yeah.
I
I was
tried to
gonna
get
say, do
Lee in
you
here, but
yeah, that's okay. I would love Lee in here. But I was gonna say, cheese, do you regret kind of like almost walking from
Hell
Titans or
no.
not at all?
I got nachos from that.
No, because like, dude, people were getting
Nah, bro.
BC banned left and right. Like, how are you supposed to possibly play the game when you're getting BC banned
Exactly.
every 2 fucking seconds over saying like yes or something?
I'm saying. I'm saying.
Yeah.
And like again, I had nachos, so like, why should I even play?
Chop season, SMH, SMH.
Chopped. So yeah, I'm done.
Okay, the next person is Lols. Does anybody have anything
Oh,
to add on to his elimination?
oh yes.
Bro, I know
Wait.
we're gonna
I have
Okay.
been
talk about
waiting for
this
this
man.
one.
This man, bro.
So I was the only one there in Lost Elimination. At least that is here.
I was
That
also at Lulz's
oh
elimination.
yeah, I know.
Mm.
Sorry, I forgot. Okay, so actually, I'm gonna give myself all the credit for that vote because I had the idol. I found the idol. The idol that I found was the idol that Los played in the Mordecai vote. No one was searching for that idol. I was the only one searching for that idol. And I was like, these dumb people. And I got the idol. So Right after getting the idol, I have Corinne had this bold block, and
Oh my
Corinne
god.
Corinne was telling me,
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god,
Ducky,
bro.
Ducky, can you please play the idol on me? And I was telling her, Corinne, why would I play my idol on you only to build trust when I do have a ball? We have the numbers. I'm not playing the idol on you. Okay, so if you don't want to do that, give me the ball block because it would be so dumb for me to play the idol on you for no reason, even though I know no one is voting for you because he's with you. So you're not the vote. So I convinced Corinne to give me her ball, and I played the ball block on Lowe's, and I knew I had the numbers. I knew Chris and Jam and Lowe's were together, and we were a split tribe. And me and Dino and Corinne were together trying to vote Lowe's and Chris out because they were like, we wanted them out, like, no matter what. And Dino can confirm that. And I was
That is very much
actually,
true.
I was going with Dino and telling him because in my mind, you never know what Dino might do. Like you need to keep him close. If you don't keep him close, he might do everything. So I was actually going with Dino a lot of times, telling him, Dino, we have a vote block, so we have the votes. So please
And I
don't
Can I
do
add on
anything
to like
crazy.
and then
voting
I
out
think
Lowe's
that
in
round
general?
also. Oh, go ahead, Kate.
Mhm.
Sorry, real quick. Lowe's is very easy to flip on. Like he's if you couldn't tell, like he sometimes gets very panicky. And like kind of defenseless in a sense. It depends on how you look at it, but voting Lowe's out, if you have the numbers to vote him out, he will vote him out. Because he sometimes doesn't work well when he knows he's on the chopping block.
Yeah, but that happens when Lowe's thinks he doesn't have any power. When Lowe's knows that he doesn't have any power in a tribe or in merge, goes with the majority. But when he believes that he has the numbers, he's not flipping. When he believes that he has the numbers in his side, he's leading the votes. I have played with Lowe's tons of times, so I know how Lowe's plays. So, and he believed it. He believes. He was believing all the time that he had the votes, and that was never the case because he. And I mean, to me, it was an obvious vote. Like, so that's what happened.
And then I think
Yeah,
also I had immunity that round from like the wheel of bullshit, as I like to call it. So,
you did. Yes.
and I was very happy when I got my immunity because I watched the video back and it was like, if only Dino wasn't safe, I was like, ooh, thank God.
No, you ate that. You
Yeah,
absolutely did.
yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Also in the Mordecai vote. Sorry for that. In the Mordecai vote, when fight because Lowell was saying Dino and Ducky, you both are weird. I don't know. He said a comment about Dino, and I was like so weirded about that because I was like, "What the fuck is your problem?"
oh.
Because when Lowe's threw us under the bus for no reason, like it's just a game to me, and I never did a move like a personal move trying to get rid of Lowe because I didn't like him. He did that to himself, in my opinion. So when he started to say that we, me and Dino were weird and that we were both targeting
Bro,
him,
who
I
is
was
coughing,
like,
bro?
Is someone
yeah,
That
growing up?
nigga,
it's my dad. It's my dad. Sorry. Wait, give me a second.
like, bro, dying,
When
bro. Oh.
Walls started to trash me and Dino in the trial, I knew like Lol was not with me. I couldn't flip Lols. I know for a fact that Lols is a flipper, but when I know that you will love to vote me out, I know I can't keep you because I'm your target. So that's all. And actually, Lols acted like a bitch. Okay, I know. I mean, me and Lols, we're good now because he apologized to me in my DMs. But when he was voted out, and even before, even pre-game, in-game, and also after game, he acted like a complete bitch. Like, and this is no shade. Like, he was acting like that, and he was actually trashing me a lot. I received a lot of comments of lows, like saying that a lot of things bad about me, that I was shipping people, that I was playing one of the worst games. He was like, he said a lot of things about
Lowe's
that,
had like a
and
2-hour crash out after he got voted out, and he
Yeah, it was
apologized for
intense.
he apologized for it in the other service.
yeah. But to me, that was so extra because I never made it personal. I never. You saw me when I fought with Lowe's when he threw that comment. I only said the things that he did on the game, that he was playing a pretty shady game, but he was crazy. He was crazy. Like, I was so done with him. I was so happy when he got voted out. Like, one of my biggest accomplishments on the season, voting Lols out. After he voted me out in season 0 too. Like, to me, that's a win-win.
There you go. Fair enough.
Here.
I think we can move on then if there's nothing else to
I'm
say on
pretty sure
Wolves.
it's Soup. Soup was idled out, right?
Soup was idled out, yeah.
Yeah. Does
Yes.
anybody want to add anything onto that elimination? No. Okay. Well, rest in peace to Soup. He's not here, so next elimination is Chris. I'm
my
sure
God.
there's something to
Oh
say.
my God, can I please talk about this?
Yeah.
Oh,
my
that
God.
Chris elimination was insane, actually, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. So, oh my God. Okay. Me and Molly. This was me and Molly. This was all me and Molly. So me and Molly, we wanted Chris out. However, once we started spreading his name, we ended up getting in a group with Chris. It was me, Molly, Chris, and I think Isabel at the end, maybe I don't know. But anyways, it was me, Molly, Chris. Me and Molly lied to his fucking face, and Molly was just like, if you watch the recording back, I don't even know if it's covered or not. It was the funniest thing of all time. It's like, I think I put it down as like one of my favorite memories. Molly was like, look me in the eyes. I promise you you're not the vote. And we completely blindsided him. That's like one of the best blindsides I've ever done in my entire life. I felt so bad for Chris because I love working with Chris. I think Chris is a very talented player.
Oh,
but
I remember this round. I wasn't there.
yeah.
I had to
And then
leave because I crashed, and I was
Yeah.
safe. So I had to took the time to clear my storage while the vote was going on.
Yeah. And then after the tribal ended, we had that break, that the block of time after the tribal.
Yeah.
So me and Molly, even during the tribal, I was screaming. I was like, Molly, I need to talk to you. And then after, I was just telling Molly how that was the best wine time we've
Oh
ever done.
yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
you
When
can
you
see that
and
on the
Molly
recording.
went off
That's the
1-1,
context for
everybody
the
got
recording.
really suspicious of you two. They
Yeah.
thought y'all were insufferable.
Oh yeah, we were.
Yeah, everybody. I think we didn't go to merge so early, y'all were starting to become y'all might have been the vote or
I
one
think
of
that's
you.
why I was voted out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Chris's vote out.
Okay, next up is Lee. Does
Wait,
anybody?
can I add something to the
Yep.
Chris vote? Because when Lols was voted out, I think if you hear the recording, I was still trying to work with Chris. Like, I was not trying to comfort him. That's why I never tried to vote, because I know that he was a potential ally. But when the vote against me and Lols was playing, I was actually screaming to Chris without knowing that he was voice chat banned. I was screaming to Chris, don't vote me out, vote Lols, please. And after that vote out, Chris voted for me. And I went, after the team swap, I went directly with Molly, because me and Molly, we were final three. We had a final three deal. I was not bringing her to the final three, but after merge, I wanted to bring her to the final three because I think Molly was playing a really mid game. So I went with Molly, telling her that Chris voted me out, so he's 100% not with us. So I I at least I think that added something to the blind side that Kay and Molly were already planning out. And Chris like was a goner. Like Chris was going home that week, like no matter what. And actually, I found so random when Chris said that we voted him out because he was voice chat banned. I'm pretty sure that was not the reason he was voted out. And I think Kate knows that Chris was not voted out because he was voice chat banned. He was voted out for other reasons. So even his vote out was being planned like two tribals ahead. So and I knew that for a fact. So that was a pretty fun tribal too.
Okay. Does
Ducky,
anybody have
why?
anything to add about when Trix used the shot in the dark and sent Lee home and the last
Oh, the
pre-merge?
Bebe.
Trix's infamous begin
Yo,
of his reign of
that
terror.
okay. So we have to go back to Soup's vote out because Leah just idled out Soup. So I'm sitting there, barbecue sauce in my titties, scared as hell. I didn't know what the fuck to do. And I had just voted Lee out. Lee comes to me and is like, look, Dino, I know you voted me out, but Trix long term, you don't know who he's working with because he's so sociable. You know who I'm working with long term. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. So sadly, I voted Trix out. And when I tell you,
Villain.
this shut the fuck up. This motherfucker gets up, plays that shot in the dark. It says safe. I'm like, lit. Let's fucking go. And then I see it was tied between I think Jim, Lee, and Isabel.
Yes.
When I saw those three names, I said, "Ooh, well, time to run that shit back, I guess." And so I was like, "Atomics, Tricks, vote Lee out. Get her the fuck up out of here. And she got to go now. I'm not trying to deal with that later. Also, we got to think about later on in the game because there's Molly. She's gonna go back to Han. Uh, and Molly got K, and I'm like, no, hell no. She got to go now. And yeah, that's what I remember. And y'all remember, I loudly said, let's all vote Lee. I did not hide that shit. I just said it loudly as hell.
I do remember that one, yeah.
That was a magical tribal, I would say.
That was
Now
an
we're
insane
on
one to watch.
merge. I don't know why freaking Emmy's not here. They literally were here like 2 seconds.
Literally was just here.
She didn't respond to my message.
Well,
Someone.
flop.
I mean, who also got idled out, actually, that tribal.
Yeah, she did get idled out.
I think
Yeah,
I
because
think I
Molly
gave like
was
Emmy
so
like
mad.
2 seconds of screen time, bro. Like I did not record Emmy that much.
Actually, I was the one that idle Emmy out.
I was gonna say you gave Molly the idol, I believe.
Yeah, but I have my reasons, and I'm gonna say why I think Molly didn't play that great game. I didn't think she lead votes in the merge. That's my reason. That's my only reason. Okay.
So
Ducky,
why
I
did
like
you-
you a lot, but I don't think that is a good opinion. But
What?
Ducky, like, I think Molly played one of the best games here.
Oh,
Personally.
Yeah, for
hands
sure.
down.
Molly should have won,
Like,
like easily.
Definitely.
Molly,
I have
like,
to agree.
Molly had a really good social
Molly
game.
played the best game.
Won comps, and
But
like,
I mean, she
Molly-
had so many allies.
managed
Allies were always idling her. Like that's how good she was. She was always getting saved by
yeah.
idols. She was always like sitting. She like even though she was playing less, she was always safe with her allies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
but
I tried to get
girl,
Molly out so many
Molly
times.
first of all, Molly was going home in the first merge tribal because she was a bigger threat. I knew that. That's why I saved her because she was a number for me. Molly in merge, every vote that she was thinking that wasn't her head, neither of them work out. That's my reason that why she didn't play a great game that everyone is talking about. She has a pretty good social game. She always has a very good social game. To me, it's mid in the strategical side.
I think we
No.
can touch up more also on the Molly side, if I'm honest, just for the sake of time at the end, if that's okay.
Yeah, let's wait
Just so
until
we can
because
kind of, like-
nobody's at we have no one here that's at final tribal council, so we can just talk about that when we get there.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll like speak on behalf of Molly, like because
Yeah.
I was a part of her and she was like DMing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that more just like at the moment, like, is there any
Yeah,
additional
we could
thoughts
do
like
it
on
at
like
the
the
end. Let's do
Lee?
it at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like on like the
Okay.
Lee idol out.
Yeah,
No,
let's
we're on Emmy.
end
We're on Emmy.
the Emmy vote.
Yeah, we're on Emmy.
That was all me. Everyone was saying Molly. I was talking with Dino and people, and Dino said, "You know what? Let's vote Molly out." And everyone was agreeing, and I didn't want any Molly out because for me she was a number. She was a solid number that was not going against me because we had a final three deal, so she was not coming for me like in any way. And we talk a lot in that game,
Yeah, I have a
so.
question.
So in the King of the Hill competition, I was telling Emmy that I was not coming for her. She was next to me, and I was like, "Emmy, I want to work with you. I don't want to come for you." And right after Dino threw her name, the only name I could think about was Emmy. So I went with Molly saying, "Hey, Molly, Molly, someone is throwing your name. So we better vote out another person." So I was like, "Hey, let's vote Emmy." And I was with Trix telling him, "Molly, Molly, the vote is Molly, the vote." I was Corinne was asking me who the vote is. I was Emmy, Emmy, Emmy. Sorry, not Molly. The body semi, and I knew that we didn't have the time to have the votes because Molly was too busy not talking about the vote. She was busy talking with Trix to have an alliance to long term, something like that. But she was not talking about the vote, and she was being voted out that tribal if it wasn't because I played my idol because I knew I didn't have the numbers. So I played my idol on her, and I wanted Amy out because I knew I wasn't talking with her at all. So to me, that was my best move in the moment that I could do because I really wanted Molly there because Molly is also a bigger chill to keep always. So
Hey, you said you had a question.
Why was your do you think okay, I was very confused and I thought it was very spontaneous to idol Molly in that situation. Like I definitely respect you for it, but why was it so like spontaneous in that sense? Because like you guys were not allies, like main allies.
me and Molly,
Yeah.
we were allies. Like
You were
that
allies
was
for sure, but Molly was allies with everybody.
Oh, Molly
because
hated me.
okay, let me say something. My pregame, I went with Molly, telling her Molly. I was so straight up with her, and I told her that my word, like I always keep my word to the end. And if I tell you something, you know I'm not gonna go back in my word. So I told her that I was not gonna come for her, and by playing the idol, I wanted to confirm to Molly that she could trust me. Also, that's all.
Okay, next we have the villain super idling out the tricks.
These tricks.
Me? A
Dino.
villain?
Yeah, the super
What are you
villain.
on about?
I mean, you literally
I wouldn't
idled
say
out like one of the
super
most loved
villain.
players, I
It
think.
was not Dino, it was Tricks, right?
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
That
yeah,
was
no,
so
Dino
Dino was the
super
one Dino
idled.
idoled out
Tricks
tricks on
is
that
Tricks is
one.
next. Does anyone have anything to say about the trickster?
Oh, there's Emmy as she joins.
Oh
I mean, we
wow.
just
Yeah,
talked about
we
your
just talked
elimination.
about your elimination. You're a little late.
Oh, good. I didn't want to hear about it.
Oh,
Do you have any
okay.
thoughts on it?
So was I idled out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I hated it. That was awful.
Oh, period.
That's all I have
Okay.
to say.
Okay, work.
Okay, anybody want to give us insight on Trix's elimination?
With the
Specifically
tricks
Dino
vote,
indirectly.
with the tricks vote, I
But
wanted to try. Oh wait, my bad. Do I not speak?
No, you
No,
can
no, no,
speak.
go for it. Go for it.
Okay, my bad. With the Tricks vote, I wanted to try work with him. So I went up to Tricks and I was like, hey, 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 me and you should make a Final Four like alliance thing. So I won't vote for you and you won't vote for me in case we get to Final Four together. Next thing you know, Tricks goes. Very fun, very
Bro,
helpful
like
to my game.
every time around that final 15 to final 10 range, bro, like Atomics' ally just kept getting cooked left and right, bro. Like his
Bro,
poor ally
no,
just
even from pre-merge, all of the people I wanted to work with got cut. Like
It was
anyone, I would try to speak to someone, or I had people in mind I wanted to work with, and they get voted out. Like, what am I meant to do here? Like,
wait.
even in pregame, I was on the bottom.
No, it was kind of crazy. It actually was like really funny to like as a spectator. It was kind of funny to watch like Atomics like make these allies, and watching him make an allyship with Trix and then Trix immediately getting eliminated, it was like, damn, like, can this guy get a break?
Like, dude, this dude
Bro,
had the ultimate underdog
Hannah
game,
can
dude.
dismiss the
He
count,
had
man.
the
What the
ultimate
hell?
underdog.
Okay,
Yeah.
next up is
Wait,
Isabel's eliminated.
wait,
What?
wait. I was the one that threw Trick's name out because after I idle Emmy out, I knew Dino and Atomics. Like, I needed to handle them. I needed
Oh, I was
to.
confused.
I needed to talk to them to clarify my reasoning behind that, considering that they wanted Molly out. So I was talking about that with them, and the camp tribe was almost ending, and I threw Trick's name because I heard that people wanted to do Tricks. That was a lie. I just wanted Tricks out because I wasn't talking to him. So when we finished that conversation, I was trying to not let Dino and Atomics talk to other people and hear other names so they could stick to Tricks. So I didn't know Dino had Super Idol. That to me was crazy. Like, to me, that was my perfect scenario when Dino played the Super Idol because I really wanted Dino in the game. So that one crazy. Actually, I think Dino should also speak out about the
Oh,
trial.
well, okay. So the plan was, I literally just told people, I was like, all right, guys, look, run it back. I'm just gonna vote Molly again. I got like 5 or 4 people to vote Molly again,
You
and
had two.
then I got, oh damn, fuck.
I was one of them.
Oh, thanks, Capri.
Yep. I had no idea why Trix got votes. I did not hear that name once.
Like,
I
You know,
heard
I
Trix's
literally thought
name.
people were whispering because, like, how the fuck did Trix get votes, bro?
I never heard his name.
Like, the whisper
No, I
I
didn't
alligators be
heard.
going
either.
crazy.
I will say, I heard.
I think I heard Trix's name like once
Well, I only
or
heard
twice.
Molly's
Yeah,
and Trix's. I mean, not Trix's.
I heard Trix's name, and then
Diner's.
I was like, well, I'm not gonna do that. That's my fellow mod right there. I'm voting Molly again. I don't care what y'all tell me to do. I know what I want to do. And so I'm like, run it back. And so I go to tribal council. I'm getting all these votes. I'm like, perfect. Perfect. Why is Trix's name popping up? No, 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 damn it. And then I just was like, fuck, I gotta fucking idle out Trix here. And that's why I was like, that's why I called y'all idiots. It wasn't the fact that y'all voted me out, it was the fact that y'all
I
voted
don't
out
know. Like
Trix. I was like,
that
I
annoyed me
was
because I
so
wanted to
sick
work
of
with
y'all.
Trix so bad because I've never was able to play a game with him unless he was hosting. So like I was like gut wrenched.
Yeah.
I will
was
also say, I think Rap can comment a little
like,
bit more on this one as well, but I think from like a spectator point of view, like Trix going that early was like another additional very large shock to all of us. Because Trix, like, I think if Trix hadn't been idled out, Trix probably would have gone all the way to make, I would say, final 3.
Yeah, Trix
Yeah, I
would have
agree. I
made,
think
like,
Trix would have
final
won because
5 if he
Trix was
doesn't
like
get
well
idled.
loved
Yeah,
by everyone.
Yeah, like,
he would have gone very, very
no
far.
one had beef with Trix besides Ducky because he's rich now. But, like, yeah, no
No,
one had
I
beef
don't
with
have
Trix.
any beef with Trix. Yeah, I don't have any beef with Trix. Actually, me and Trix have a really good relationship. So that's
Oh.
all.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's that's
Next
about
up
it.
is Isabel. Would you like
Isabel.
to type up a response of your
Yeah,
point of
bro.
view from your elimination? Oh dang, she got that prepared.
Who voted with me, and what was the logic between voting me when I genuinely think that I wasn't that much of a threat at that point in the game, especially considering y'all saved Gem over me, who
That is true. I do
won.
not think Isabel was a threat at all. But I
No,
just
it
think it
definitely
was
was a
so early in merge.
surprise.
Names that get thrown catch like wildfire. Like nobody really pushes back on a name unless they idle them out.
Okay,
So they usually just go for the easiest vote
My
possible.
VC was
Or not.
banned that round, so I couldn't hear anything.
I don't really remember much from your
Yeah,
vote.
same. I feel like that was just kind of like one name kind of went out, and then Isabel was trying to like fight back, and it just didn't work.
What were the votes? 10-3 is actually diabolical.
Yeah, actually, in the Isabel vote, I was spreading Gem's name, but Like I spread in the beginning of the game that Gem needed to be voted out, but I didn't talk to Kay like the whole time, and I was scared that Kay would have been throwing another name other than Gem. So we were all together with Molly, AJ, Capri, I think, Corinne, and someone threw Isabel's name, and I think I went with Isabel's name because I went with the name that I knew had the numbers because I was pretty scared of what name Kay was saying in the other group.
Okay. Next up is Dino. Your elimination. Can you run us down through your point of view from when you got out?
Oh my god, I did this elimination. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Not for me.
What's so funny is me and like what's funny is me and Molly talked about this. We had like a whole kumbaya. We came together, we're like, you know what? We're done going after each other. Next thing you know, I get taken out by Kay, and it was like the most ironic moment. I was like, yeah, I can work with Molly. That means I have Kay and a couple other people. I think I'm gonna make a pretty deep run. Like final 8, final 7 probably. I think I'm gonna do good.
Then just
Get voted out and
yeah, K just swoops in with the freaking block. Like, what the heck?
Oh yeah, so basically, I just like completely controlled that vote. Like I can't. There's not much to say about it. Dino asked me.
I'm
to,
pretty
like,
sure I
ally
didn't
me,
vote
like,
Dino. Whoever had the second most votes was the person I voted.
Who was the person with second most votes?
Oh,
I
let
think
me
it was
check.
Jim. I
I
thought
think
it
it
was
was
Jim.
Jam, yeah.
Yeah, I think I may. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I
Because that
voted
was
Jim
a
because
double
I
win.
trusted Dino more than I trusted. I trusted both of them. It just kind of sucked.
Yeah, my bad.
I honestly didn't vote with the majority. Basically, like almost every round. Like I did not care. I just voted whoever I felt like. Unless I was in jeopardy, or is my move. Next, is that all, Dino?
Yeah.
Next, we have a double elimination with Gem and K. Does anybody want to? Well, K.
Oh, the double.
Yeah, K. Run us down through your point of view of that.
Because
Okay,
Kay used an
so-
idol the first round.
Yep. So I'm eating. Okay. So starting off, if the twist wasn't a twist, why was it okay? I'm so mad about this because why was there a twist in an All-Star season? The All-Star season was the twist.
That's what I would think. I guess it was a theme.
Like,
I don't know.
Tyson's
I was
logic was like, "Oh, this is the first All Star season. We need to go
No.
all out." And then, yeah,
Tyson fucking pissed me off. Like All-Stars know how to play without a twist.
Me and Trix literally talked about this on Ponderosa. We were like, that was not necessary.
So then, like,
Yeah, yeah, spectators had a lot of opinions on it as well. Anyway, keep going.
yeah. So, I elimination. I had a social game good enough to know that I was in the minority. I did not have votes that round, and I had an idol because I found it.
Period.
Yeah. So I used that idol there. Got Gem out. A lot of people like were unhappy with that. And then I wasn't aware that it was a double elimination because I'm not super focused on the twist at that point. Unfortunately,
Oh,
the
none of us
twist-
knew. Don't worry.
Yeah,
that was like a random
Tyson
one-off.
just kind of pulled that out of his ass. Like,
I don't know. I was so mad at Tyson. I was so mad, because the twist fucking screwed me over. That's the only thing I have to say. And like, that was kind of like a turning point in the game because so many people were rooting for me to win. Like all the jury flooded my chat when I like became on the jury team. That's kind of just like what I can say. I felt like a lot of it was out of my control, but the twist screwed me over.
I was so confused on why, because you played a ball steal on Capri, so I was expecting you to throw a name in public to say like, "Hey guys, the vote is this person. The vote is this person." Actually, I wanted to scream that I wanted to vote Capri out in that tribal.
Yeah, I don't know why you vote stealed me, but like didn't tell anyone to vote.
Yeah, but when you stole,
Like you said,
Capri's vote,
don't worry, I'm not voting you. You kind
Yeah.
of like I feel like you confused everyone.
Well, yeah,
Did.
when you
I think one of the-
when you stole Capri vote, I thought you were doing Capri. That was an announcement to vote Capri, so I voted for Capri because I didn't want you out.
I like kind of knew once the double that it was there, like nobody was gonna listen to me, and I thought like because so many people wanted me out at that point. And as you know, I don't know if the Freeman allegations were true, but so many people were working together as a unit But I think it was like kind of just
Yeah, I don't. Was that? I think there was a big alliance. Like there was a big alliance. Were you
that
a
was
part of that,
super
kid?
dominant that
Yeah.
game, so I kind of
Yes,
gave
there
up.
was. Yes, there was.
I just don't know. It wasn't a pre-made. It was just. It was.
I
They were
just gave
given
up,
the
so that's
Well,
It
fine.
wasn't.
I will say
Well, I
from the
mean, the
pre-game
twist of the. I
perspective.
mean, I did say in the
the
description of the
twist encouraged pre-mating.
Yeah, the
Technically, it was
twist
just a big
Yeah.
was
alliance
that she
together.
could pre-made. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I will say season 0 attempted something on the Roman tribe and it fell apart within like 5 seconds, but that's the only thing I could think of.
I
When
tried
people
Yeah,
were
and
like,
then like
they were like, there was a
Khan,
pre-made.
Molly, and Corinne had like a pre-made, and then who else?
No, guys, I was on that alliance too, but we voted. We didn't vote together. I was with
Yeah, I
Molly. I
think
was
it
more
really
close to
was just Khan,
Molly, and
Molly, and
Molly,
Corinne that was like the huge
yeah,
pre-made.
but Molly,
Even though Molly swears on her fucking life that she didn't pre-made.
No, from what I heard, it was
but it was
AJ.
not pre-made
Oh yeah, AJ
because
and
we
Lee were
didn't vote
pre-made,
together.
bro. I swear on my left nut, that's a pre-made, bro. I swear.
Pause.
My bad, bro. But that's a pre-made.
Okay. Next is Jake's elimination. Anyone want to give them insight on that?
Yeah, me, because I was the one that orchestrated that. I knew that at that point everyone was hearing every name that I was saying. I knew that I had a pretty good social game, and I went to Capri and Corinne and said to them that we needed to split Jake and AJ's duo. And I was like, and in that moment, I think Molly was fighting with Jake.
Yeah.
They were beefing, and while they were beefing for no reason, I was like plotting with Capri and Corinne, telling them that we should vote out Jake.
Yeah, and then they started
I think
walking over here like, okay,
yeah,
okay. Like we all like
yeah, and
split up.
yeah, and the reason that Jay was voted out was not because he was fighting with Molly, was because we know he was a duo with AJ. So to me, it was like I wanted to split that duo, but my fault was that I didn't see Capri or Corinne. To me, they played an incredible game this season, especially in the floater side. Like you didn't see them coming. To me, they were like a surprise in the season in the sense that they were so under the radar. They were playing a so under the radar game, and you didn't know their position in the game. And I think they played a great game too. So that's it. I think that's what happened with Jake.
Okay. I'm gonna. It's kind of weird. I have a lot of commentary on Ducky since Corinne's not here. It just kind of sucks. But so
I was
apparently,
gonna say Ducky's elimination is next. Yeah. Do you want to talk
yeah.
about
So
it?
Ducky's elimination. Apparently, so Corinne was saying your name a lot. Apparently, I never heard it. But let me see. Let me tell you, Ducky, what happened. So I'm pretty sure it was you, Ducky, and Con were talking in some. I think Liv maybe. Wait, no. So it was Molly. Wait, no. It was ATX, Ducky, and Khan. Khan won the competition, and everybody else was talking, right? So that means it was
For
since we had majority, it was between
wait for
Ducky
Ducky's.
and Molly. What'd
Ducky's
you say?
Con did not win the comp that round.
Oh, he didn't. Well, whoever. And then it was Liv.
It was Liv, yeah.
Okay, so then it was Liv, Ducky, and ATX all talking to each other. So then that left between Ducky and ATX. Originally, so I said like, why don't we do Ducky? But Molly went to bat for Ducky. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure. And then so then once Molly went away, I literally split everybody up from that group one-on-one to say the vote is Ducky, not ATX. Because me and ATX were close. We always went one-on-one to talk
We
to
should
each
have been
other.
duo of the season, and I will die on that hill.
What do you say?
We should have been duo of the season.
Yeah, I don't know how. Me and
How
AJ
did we
literally,
forget?
I was willing to vote AJ out, like basically every round. Our alliance was like, oh, let's like work together for merge, and then we can start voting each other out. I don't know how we got duo of the season. But so then I went to everybody. I talked to ATX one-on-one. I was like, oh dude, your name's getting set out. We gotta vote out Ducky. And then I pulled out and then I pulled off Con and AJ and I told them, and then I pulled out Corinne and told her. I wish I got to Live, but I didn't have enough time to get to them.
Yeah,
And
I leave.
What'd you say?
That I was working with Liv. I went with her and voted AJ because I didn't want Atomics out. Actually, I felt really betrayed by Atomics in that vote, but it's okay. It's a game. But in the moment,
I kind of
everyone was telling me to vote Atomics, and I wanted to keep my word with Atomics because in the pregame, I knew Atomics was in the outs, and I was really honest with Atomics in all the conversation I had with him. I didn't want him out by any means. So every time I heard his name, I tried to say other people's name. So that person went out instead of Atomics. So in a way, I was protecting him when in merge, at least in the beginning, not in the mid game. Um, so I went with Molly and told her that we were voting AJ, and Liv wanted to vote AJ out because AJ voted for Liv. I think so. And Molly and another person, I don't know who that person was were telling me that the vote was Atomics. And I told to Molly's face that Molly, I'm not gonna vote Atomics. I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
think
vote
anybody.
Atomics.
I like everybody. I was really close with Atomics. Like I really put my all to make sure Atomics was not going in
Yeah.
because I was losing. Because I
So
lost Gem, and like Gem was a close ally to me, and I lost Trick. So like I was not trying to lose another ally. Just let it slide.
yeah.
I
So actually, let me finish this because I had to go to upload right now. So I know it's a game. It's okay. Like I don't mind. In the moment, I can be a little bit, but I decided to go for what my heart wanted in the moment. That was my fault. Like I was throughout the whole season, I was playing a very strategic game. But coming into when I heard Atomic's name, I my heart didn't let me to vote Atomics because I didn't want Atomics out. But I think that's my biggest regret in the season that I should have more cold blood and voted Atomics out. So that way, me and Atomics would have been in a tiebreaker, and
It
we
was a
would have
tie if you
probably
voted for Atomics.
yeah, it would have been a tie because Molly and other ally voted for Atomics. There were 2 votes Atomics, 2 votes AJ, and 4 votes for me.
Oh yeah, it could have
So
been.
I was the one that was telling Liv to vote AJ, and Liv voted for AJ. So if I would have changed my mind and say, you know what, let's go for Atomics. We know we have the numbers there. Let's go for there. We could have been in a tiebreaker, and to be honest, I think it would have go to our rocks, and I think that would have been my best case scenario. But it was my fault. Like I was not thinking clearly in my elimination, especially in that tribal. So GG's to the people that voted me out.
You
Okay.
played
with your
phenomenally.
vote in
Phenomenally.
Ducky,
Yeah,
I would
Ducky had one of the, I would say one of like the stronger social games out of the people that were in Titans for sure. Um, it was something where I know a lot of us like in the lobby, like we were watching it. It was kind of something where it was like no one's picking up on the fact that like Ducky is like kind of like having a really good control over like a lot of this. Like it was really, really interesting to watch, and I think that you played like probably one of the best games that I saw. You like I've seen you play just in general, so I give you a lot of props on that one.
When I was watching the recording, it looked like Ducky literally got like whispered out because Rhapsody only followed Khan, and Khan was like not talking about the vote at all. So then when Ducky got out on the recording, it was like so surprising.
Yeah, my bad, dude. Like I don't know, the whole entire recording, I was kind of a mess. Like
Well, I mean, wasn't it like 4 hours long? I don't think I could.
it
I
was
would be
There's
able
a
to
lot
listen.
happening that
it was
day.
3.5 hours long, 26 castaways. I had
Yeah,
to
that was so
do
much. It was
the
so
Chastity,
main work.
man.
freaking mega sized season. Okay, then
And then we
yours
move on to yours,
truly,
Capri.
was eliminated. Yeah, this is I feel like the deciding point between me and Corinne. What Ducky was saying, we're both under the radar, but when you're under the radar, you know who else is under the radar with you. And I knew Corinne was just good enough with everyone to just coast to the finale. So I went to Live and ATX and made a final 3 because we were on the bottom. I knew that. And so I told them like we have to vote Corinne. She's literally gotten 0 votes this entire time, and I mainly made that my main point because I knew that that was threatening, and I drived it into them, so I knew I would have hopefully those 2 votes. But then I went to AJ and Con because I knew I needed votes. Like I literally went to everyone I possibly could because I was gonna publicly say it anyways. So I was just hoping Khan would like finally break off from Corinne because I know they always work together. I was like, maybe Khan can separate himself from Corinne and vote her out. So I was going for. So I told those 2 like we have to vote Corinne. She's gonna just coast the finale and win. Like she has 0 votes, and so I was trying to make her seem like this huge threat, which she was. And then when the tribal happened, I like in the last second, I hear Corinne saying like, "Wait, Capri said my name, right?" And it's like, okay, so Corinne knows. So I'm like, okay, then might as well say it public to get as much people as possible. So this is where me and Corinne, like at tribal council, are literally like trying to pitch who's the biggest target, and we're both saying like who led the Ducky vote out, and she's saying me. I'm like, oh no, I didn't. I was like acting like I had no idea what was going on last tribal because I was not trying to get voted out. But unluckily, Khan plays I think one of the vote advantage. I don't know which one. It was either steal a vote, add a vote, block a vote, one of those. And I was like driving it in hard, but the vote idol was just enough to give him numbers to get me out over Corinne. I'm pretty sure. And also, I'm looking at it. I just realized both Aries went out back to back, me and Liv.
For what?
So the next person eliminated is Liv, who is
It
not.
was
Oh,
Liv.
that pissed me. That pissed me the fuck off.
Liv's elimination?
Yes.
You want to talk about it?
Because at this point, there's Con, AJ, Corinne, Molly, right?
Yeah,
And then
and
Yeah.
Liv. I tried when I say so hard, I tried so hard to get out Molly. I've been trying to get her name out from like what, final 10, final 12 maybe. And I'm like, guys, Molly's a threat. Molly, please.
Bro, once you
And
let
then
Molly get that far, bro, you're doomed, bro. You might as well just try to beat her at the finale at that point.
So with Liv's elimination, I have Con, AJ, and Con, AJ. I think Corinne as well, speaking to me, and they're like, "Hey, we need to vote out Liv," and I'm like, "Guys, do you not think Molly is a threat?" And they just didn't want to budge on that, and like no shade at all, but I genuinely think they were all playing Molly's game. Like they were all doing what Molly wanted them to do.
I agree. I do think Molly played the best game out of anybody in that final 3.
So, and then like within like the last, I want to say 30 seconds to a minute, I hear that because Molly kept on dragging my name under whatever bus you want to call it, and then she just kept on dragging my name. So I was like, let me just vote her out. Like I'm tired of her dragging my name and keep on going from here. But then, unfortunately, Molly had numbers as of course she did, and then Liv was voted out.
Okay, next is AJ. Does anyone have to add anything to that?
So, in the beginning of this vote, I pulled. Wait, was it this vote? Yeah, I think it was this vote. I pulled everyone but Molly, and I was like, I was pleading at this point. I was like, if you vote me, you're. I would no, Jay. I would like, if you vote me, that's a cardinal sin. You'll let Molly win the game. Yappa yappa yappa. And then AJ tries to tell me, "Oh yeah, but if you vote Molly out, are you not gonna take credit?" In my mind, I'm thinking obviously I'm gonna take credit for it. I put Molly in final 12. Are you mad? But obviously I can't say that. So I'm like, oh, I don't know. And then AJ, he's no shade at all. Yikes. And then he was just like, "Oh yeah, but I think if you make final 3, you win." And then I crashed out. I was like, "Are you stupid?"
He technically was right though. You would have won.
Are you tapped? And then I got voice chat ban, and then it was the one where you have to like the bridge one, not bridge one. I don't know how to describe it. But
one, yeah, I think it was the balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, what way you have to flip the thing over or like go to the pick a thing.
Oh, flip. Yeah, flip your fade. My bad.
Yeah, and then I kind of knew I was on the outs, so I was just willing to like do whatever, and then as long as I would have made final three, I would have been fine. Because I came into the game not wanting to get final four and not wanting to be a preboot. Because pre-game I was fucked. I played such a bad pre-game, but yeah, with AJ's vote, I think Corinne was it? Corinne and someone else came up to me, and then they were like, I think was it Corinne and Molly? I don't know, but I know Corinne came up to me and she was like, "Oh yeah, we need to vote out AJ. I think the vote is AJ." And I'm like, "Oh okay, sure, it's not me." And then
I remember seeing the recording. AJ was genuinely considering. I think he even campaigned Molly for a little bit, but Khan shut it down. So like AJ was, I think, the only person willing out of like that alliance to actually flip on the alliance.
yeah, I just think like, can someone explain what Con? No shade at all, but what did Con do in that game? Like, genuinely.
Yeah.
Like,
shit. Thank
I'm
you.
trying to be
I
rude.
don't think.
What did he do?
That's a good question.
What did he do?
I mean,
I don't know. I mean,
comment.
he didn't get any votes, so like he did that.
With Corinne and Molly, you know, that kind of what's gotten to the
He got only one vote, so like he has that. I mean, he has a good social, but not as good as Corinne's and Molly's.
I don't know.
Like, I just think he didn't really.
I just think he relied too much on challenges
Okay.
and idols to make his moves. He
Look,
didn't like make moves
I'll
without
say
it.
this.
pull the strings from the shadows, but I think
He didn't do that. Let's be honest.
I'll say this about Khan because I've watched him play so many times. He don't pull no strings. He's just quiet. You forget he's there.
Yeah,
He
and
was too
Like the
afraid to
amount of
make-
the thing
times
is, he
I'll
relied
like
way too much
forget
on
on him.
all his moves included idols or like immunities.
all his moves was with a group. He never actually, from my
Yeah.
point of view, spoke out.
Okay.
He always do what Molly did from my point of view.
Actually, I play with Khan a lot of times. He's my friend, but I do think that he plays almost the same game every time.
I agree.
I respect Khan's game to a certain point, but it's almost the same game that a lot of people plays. So I respect him, but I don't really like his gameplay. But I do think that he always plays a good game. I think this season he played an okay game. He didn't control votes in my eyes, but I think he knew the position he was in. He knew who to vote every time. Most of the times, he knew who to ally, but he never put bloods in his hands, or he never leads votes, or at
Khan
least
could have made moves though. He was in the position where he could have made many moves.
he was. That's what I'm
He was
saying.
always in a position where he could have.
He just never really.
He had
But
such. He just let it go.
But the difference is that Khan, you say it yourself, Khan is in the position to make big moves, and he actually say it, you know. But he has such a soft voice that sometimes people don't hear him, so it's kind of, I think it's hard for him to
Especially
actually
when he
lead
was allied
votes
with Molly and Corinne.
yeah, I think it's kind of hard for him to lead votes in a season that is only voice chat required. So I think he didn't lead votes, but I think he played a really good game that he always plays. But to me, it's nothing remarkable, you know.
Yeah.
But that's what I think.
It's okay.
And one thing
next-
and one thing, actually, I'm so done with this. Girl, there was no pre-made. Stop with that shit. Like, I'm getting.
It wasn't a
like,
pre-made. It was
really
just an
annoyed.
alliance. It was
Yeah,
a
it was an
alliance made
alliance.
before.
Yeah,
That's
I wasn't that alliance. That was
It
not
wasn't like a
pre-made.
pre-made. Like it's not like a pre-made before they were like
Yeah,
announced.
I
It was just,
know,
like,
but it stopped with the shit because I'm really getting annoyed because we were not voting together every tribal. We only when
That
after I
pre-made were in the game,
got
though,
voted
not
out.
gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, after I got voted out, I think they knew that they had a final three deal. I don't know. I think Molly didn't have a final three. Con and Corinne, I think we took advantage that we were all saying that we were gonna stick to our alliance to a certain point, so we knew that we could trust each other more than other people because we locked that alliance. I mean, rap. You were seeing that alliance forming in like Corinne was like, "Hey guys, add the person that you think you trust the most." And actually, I think Atomic was also added to Alliance, but he was more on the outside.
Yeah,
Like he
I was
wasn't. Yeah, I think he was in the bottom of that. So I think that the person that used Atomics I think that the person that used Atomic that he was in the outs play a really good game too, because I think taking advantage of outsiders and floaters is a really good thing. I don't know. That's my opinion, but that's all. I don't
Okay.
think there's a pre-made because I wasn't that certain called pre-made. To me, it was not a pre-made. We were not voting together every vote. In fact, some of them voted me out. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up is Atomics, fourth
Heartbroken.
place.
Or
See,
fourth
like
place
I said,
again.
Huh?
I was in fourth place robbery again. Any thoughts?
Almost cried. Almost turned off my PC and didn't vote the winner. No, I was so close to just turning my PC off and calling it a night because it's like I got voted out 4:59 a.m.
My
Great.
God.
Like just
So,
morning time where the sun's just coming up and you almost see the victory in the horizon, and just like that, it's gone.
Yeah, Atomics, you would have won. You would have definitely like wiped the floor with how bitter Molly was. You would have easily. It might have been
Yeah,
even
bruh. Like I
unanimous
don't
for you
even
to
know
win.
who Molly is. I don't know who Corinne is. I don't know who Con is. If you got to that final,
Yeah, like
with
Atomics
the
won.
final,
They're not even here. We have our winner, Atomics.
yay! Woohoo!
Give your winner speech, Atomics. Since none
Atomic
of
winner
them
speech
are here, you have full
now.
win.
no,
Let's go, double
that's
down. Deserved
no
it.
shade. It's
Let's
just
go.
like, yeah, like you were kind of messing up the game. So.
Huh?
I was just saying, like, you were gonna win the game. You got to now.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you would have won
yeah,
both times if you made finale.
yeah. I'm actually heartbroken with season 2 as well. Like, if I didn't get voice chat ban, I think I make season 2. But anyways, season 5. I kind of knew that if I lost, I was kind of finished the challenge. So I was like, I tried the challenge. It was Maze one, right? I was like, oh my days, I'm so cooked. Why Maze? I would have rather polls than Maze.
Yeah.
And we all know how much I hate polls. I okay. So after it was who won? It doesn't matter who won the challenge, anyways. After they won, Molly starts screaming, and I'm like, it didn't click to me initially that I was cooked, but I was like, oh, okay, cool, congrats, good game,
Oh
and
yeah, because you wanted Molly out all the time.
yeah, and then I speak to Corinne, and then because I didn't get voice chat banned for all of Final Four, but I got voice chat banned a bit of it, and then pleading, I was pleading with Corinne. I was begging. Is all we need to know. Like, I wasn't on my knees, but I was like, if you want to vote me out, please. I can't go Final Four again. Like, just tie break, please. And
The
then
reasoning I think I saw for why you went is because they thought that the jury would be like super like what's it called, salty
bitter.
about, since they're a
Well,
pre-made,
then
so
that's
they
just
had to bring
annoying.
everyone that was in the supposed pre-made into the finale. So that's the main reason you went, I think.
And then after that, it was like, cause Corinne went over to Molly, and then obviously Corinne decides that she's gonna vote me. I was on the verge of tears. I was like, oh, I like, cause it's the way Corinne said it. Like, I don't want to betray, but this is how it has to be. But it's like, first of all, doesn't have to be like this. Second of all, like, because I went into like obviously with pre-made, with the pre-game, I was like, me and Corinne were like talking most of the game. Like we had chats. Our chats went deep. So I was like, okay, Corinne's my only shot, and it did hurt a lot. I was hurt. I know going into, because see, I feel like with season 2 and season 5, I was way too trusting, and then that's kind of what fucked me over. But yeah, anything else?
Not really. I think now. Well, I mean, there's the finale. Does everybody want to give their opinions on the winner or the finale in general?
The finale
Personally,
was messy as hell and it was funny as hell.
Probably the best final tribal council there's been of
Yeah.
all Tylaster.
I wouldn't say
it's up there
I
with
would say-
season 4 for like best FTC because you have Molly just shading the fuck out of Chris for half the final tribal council. Multiple
Name
arguments
something
happen.
good about everybody. I can't. That was insane.
Her laughing. She was like, say something nice about Lowe's. Her like, stop making me laugh. Stop.
I ate that question. I ate that question because I knew Molly was gonna be like ranting, and she was gonna talk more about.
Bruh. Khan had allegations that someone was like writing his final tribal council speech. Like, I don't know. That was
No, he was definitely reading off something. It was
Yeah.
sounded so like red.
Yeah.
I
I don't
think
know. There was no personality. And Corinne not even writing a speech and saying like she forgot like most of
Oh yeah,
everything
there's
was so
that. And
funny.
she still won the game.
She was like, I'm tired. I can't wait for this to get over with.
Yeah,
like that's
she's
all.
like, she's like, guys, I'm tired. Go
Yeah.
easy on me, please. Like, just give me your vote,
Yeah.
bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, I was telling Corinne. I knew she was so. I was in her DMs telling Corinne, threw me under the bus. Say that you, say that you will lead my vote. Like go for it. Say that you lead this other vote. Say that you would never, because I knew she would be, and I knew that she played a really good game. To me, she played the best game in the final 3. To me.
I think she played really good. I think she deserved her win. Like if jury management wise and like the way she won, yeah, she definitely deserved it. But Molly
Jury
played
management,
fantastic.
it's like a Sandra Diaz Twine win, you know.
Yeah,
I
but
think
to me, when I said in merch that to me Molly didn't play a great game, is because I don't think Molly lead any vote in the merch. I think any name that Molly threw didn't win. I think she even went with the crowd.
I was actually considering
Because-
voting Corinne though. For me, it was up in the air between Corinne and Molly, but Corinne's like had no speech for final tribal council. She was so like
For
tired.
me, it was also between Corinne and Molly. I was
Yeah,
like,
for me it was
who do I
definitely
want to
like
vote
those two were
for?
between. It was a toss up, and Molly's just speech it wasn't that good, but it was better than Corinne because Corinne was like lost.
I think me
I don't think
personally,
Corinne
I
expected
thought
to
that
make it that far. So,
Yeah, I don't think Corinne did either. Like, because if Corinne had a good speech, she would have had my vote. Because it was between Corinne and Molly for me.
Con
But
pre-made
I
his
got
speech.
Molly.
Con pre-made
Molly
his
spent a little bit
speech,
too much
and
time shading. Like, she was shading people that weren't even in jury.
Yeah, Con
in
pre-made
my
his
opinion,
speech. Molly just shaded Chris.
To be fair, it didn't really help that Chris was like constantly talking during Molly's thing either.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of something on both ends. Like you both could have just like stopped off.
Yeah, like they should have saved it for like another time. Not during final
I
tribal
literally
council.
said in the season 5 chat, if we're going to fucking beef in here for tonight. Just beef in here. And guess
the
what?
fact that
Beef
and
still
people
happened like a week later. Okay.
They went for it. Okay, but can I add something about Corinne's game? I think Corinne, in my opinion, Corinne did play the best game because she knew the position she was in the whole game, and she also flipped.
She was only
some
targeted
people.
once by me. She was
Yeah.
even after I targeted her, she wasn't even brought up again. Like she was never targeted except for me.
I was gonna say
also
Corinne didn't get a single vote, I think, until like the 11th
Until I brought her up, and then she didn't get any votes after. Like there was, it's like that tribal council was like a blip. It didn't even happen.
Yep.
But
It only
actually,
happened once.
when you think about it, she didn't receive any vote. Was very different. Gone, not receiving any votes.
Yeah, because
I think
like
Khan
she only
didn't-
received
yeah,
one tribal where
I
she
think-
got votes. The rest
I
she was
think
safe.
Khan didn't receive any votes only because I think people. Sorry, Khan, I love you, but I think you didn't receive any vote because I think people forgot that you were there. But
I
in
also
the
feel like
case,
everybody could feel like they could beat Con in the final three. Like no
but
shade.
in the case of Corinne, I think people didn't throw her name because she was aligning herself with
Yeah,
a
she was
lot of
socially
people.
like with everyone, and she was under the radar even after being put over the radar.
And actually, to me, it's really impressive when you lead votes in the shadows, and you're not caught up, and your threat level doesn't doesn't go crazy after leading votes. And I think Corinne leads some of them, especially my vote with Capri. I think Capri and her, I gave them the credit for my vote, but I don't know. I mean, that's my point of view. That's
Yeah, I
how
think
I.
Corinne played a fantastic. I think Corinne and Molly played good games. I do think I lean towards Molly more than I lean towards Corinne. But yeah, I think Corinne was still deserving to win because she got the vote.
Yeah.
I think Corinne and Molly both did play a good game. I voted Molly. Wait, what did I want to say again? Yeah. I think they both played a good game. Like, in no shape or form, I don't know what we did in that game, but
Yeah, I think Khan claiming he played a really like good game underrated. Okay, maybe, but like it's just nobody saw it. Like you have to make because I suffered from that. I've already learned that lesson. Whenever Jake said it out loud, like I learned that you have to say your vote like out loud if you want to like really claim that move. And I feel like Khan just like didn't like
You gotta have the
try to be.
receipts before you start saying shit. You
Yeah, like
gotta
he
have
had
the
no
receipts.
receipts for what moves he
Like,
did.
you gotta have
He had
the
like no like proof. He had like no like backing it. He just said
Oh,
I
listen,
played a good
like,
game.
you know, I did that. Like, where's the receipts?
And he also what made me
Where's
what made me the most annoyed is he tried claiming my vote out. That was more Corinne than anything. It just showed that you were following Corinne more than you were doing your own game. Because Corinne was able to have Khan as an ally to use an idol in her favor. So I don't think Khan could claim most of the moves that he tried claiming.
Yeah.
Also, everybody trying to claim me getting voted out, like it was a group effort. Like, none of y'all controlled my vote out. Every single one of them was trying to claim that. That was so funny. They're like, I controlled the Capri vote, and then it goes on like they all say they controlled the vote, and like which one was it?
Yeah. For example, I gave credit to Capri my elimination because he was a big part on that, and also to Corinne because I was allied with Corinne, and Corinne flipped on me because we were and we were really close. So that's why I gave them both credit because to me that was such a huge move on their part.
Yeah, I mean, you had people brainwashed. Like, I don't know how nobody saw you as a huge threat. Like, I don't know. Like, I was like, y'all, Ducky's been controlling votes. Like, y'all. Okay, well, any like last words anybody has from like the spectators from the season as well, like Haley, Hitomi, Faye, Rap. Any words from y'all?
Damn, fuck me too.
Oh, and Sin. Well, you're like a host, so like that.
I don't really got shit. I know I messed up like half the vote counts. That's for sure. But I don't really got nothing. Y'all pretty much said everything I had to say. No.
Hitomi, Haley.
Cast me.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, this season kind of took a lot out of me. I'll say that much. This season really.
Yeah,
that
season was like so much.
Yeah, especially when you're 2 mods down, 3 because Brayden left. Yeah, I don't know.
This season was so mentally draining. Like, yikes.
Well, I'm not going to the fall festival.
Haley's not going to the fall festival.
She's not going to the fall festival.
Yeah, Haley is not going to the fall
Yeah, Haley
festival.
is not going to the fall festival.
Haley is not going to the fall festival.
Haley will not be attending the fall festival.
Haley is not going. Wait, I'm putting that in general. Haley is not going.
Dear whoever you are, Haley is not attending the fall festival. Sorry.
New copy pasta unlocked. Haley is not going.
You are not attending the fall festival. Okay.
Okay. That concludes the reunion. Thank you all for being very civil.